Hi, I just want to make a different kind of video today. A video that is my reality. Well, sometimes it is my reality. I have been getting really sick lately, so much that I got a bit worried myself. I deal with a lot of mental health struggles. I have depression and a pretty heavy anxiety disorder. So much that getting out of the house on my own is a pretty difficult thing. And I mean, like, just having to walk my dog alone sometimes is just too scary. This week my mental health got a bit worse. Normally my mental health is not great, but most of the time it isn't really in my head. It hasn't felt like a depression in a really long time. Normally my mental health gets more in my body. Like, my body is kind of stuck in a day-to-day chronic pain. I am diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and for me it is mainly in my fingers and my legs. I do take a little happy pill that helps my depression, but there's nothing for the pain that I feel in my body. A few days ago it got triggered, and I know that this is a trigger response. This depression is back because of that one moment, and I feel so heavy. Like my body is being pulled to the ground, and it's just so hard right now to just keep moving. I feel so tired. But I know that more people struggle with this. So I decided to show a little bit of what I do to help myself get through these days. I thrive on structure, on having a routine. First, I started wearing some decent clothing. A nice fleece sweatshirt that is comfy, but doesn't look the greatest. I did wear jeans though, comfortable jeans. No way am I going to feel even more uncomfortable than I already do. After breakfast, I decided to film a video. I have been writing down some books for the past week, and just thinking about reading them made me very excited. So I thought, why not film them when it makes me excited to talk about all of these books? I really look for the excitement, even when I can't really feel it. Filming the video started great. I was in a good mood, but 15 minutes later I started getting frustrated. I couldn't articulate some words, and I just started feeling really down again. I couldn't find the excitement for the books that I had in those first few minutes. After about an hour of filming, I just stared in front of me, questioning why am I doing this. Nobody watches, I can't even speak, I probably don't even look good, and I'm not even excited. I started getting into a spiral of negative thoughts. So, time to do something else then. Make lunch. I decided to make a quick and simple lunch. It's a tortilla with just some ham and cheese. And while making that, I decided that I should also just clean up and not just stare into space, but keep my body moving while I'm waiting. I'm not the working out type because of all the pain I have, and I probably should work out. But I also know that all the little movements throughout the day count too. So that's what I do. After this lunch, I had to walk my dog. Something that I was looking forward to and not. Having my dog makes me stay in routine, but it also made me realize how good fresh air feels. I didn't really want to see any people today, but that's obviously not possible. So I grabbed my headphones, which I hadn't used in a while. Thankfully they were still charged, so I put some music on. And let me tell you, yes, it is comforting to listen to sad music, to hear what you're going through, but doing that will make you stay in that sad mood. It feels good, but it won't really help. So I decided to listen to Olivia Dean. She has some good vibe songs that don't feel too loud or too happy. So I turn that on and just go outside. Yeah. I just go outside and hope it all goes well. Also, do we sew those back some eyes? Yep. Woke up at 4 a.m. with a migraine. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, this walk felt like it was a really big win for today. I really wanted to go to the park. Sometimes my dog walks better without a leash than with. But a big dog walked before me in the park, and I just saw him, thought to myself, if my dog sees him, she is gonna bark, and I'm gonna feel panicked. So I turn around and walk a different way. Normally when I do that, it would be a smaller walk, but this time I decided to walk a bit further. I'm confused that I could do that, but I'll take that win. When I got back, I took my headphones off. It sounds amazing to just keep a song going through your mind because you're not focusing on the thoughts. But it is good to be in the present, to know why you're feeling this way and to feel all the feelings. They are there for a reason. Something happened and your body and mind needs to find a way to deal with it. And that's not always easy. And it's way easier to just lay on the sofa and binge watch Netflix or whatever. But that won't work. It's okay to do that, but the next day you do need to get up. Because it was a bit chilly outside, I decided to treat myself to another cup of coffee and a little sweet treats. But only after I cleaned up the mess I left, like my plate and the toaster. Do you see that I needed to empty that cup holder? I used to get so frustrated, so angry when things like that happened. When I needed to take extra steps in things that were supposed to be easy. But now I look at it in a different way. With the cup holder, I don't have to empty it for at least the next 2 days. Or when my laptop is empty, I can think, did I really want to watch this series? Or maybe I should have tried that painting that I've been wanting to do? Or maybe even pick up a book. I see it as a way of rethinking my actions. Sometimes it helps and sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it kind of does. I am thankful that I have an amazing little dog that helped me get into routine 6 years ago. Of course my routine then isn't what it is now, but she helped me so much. She really saved me. It's so much easier to take care for someone else than for yourself, but you can't care for your animal if you don't take care of yourself. But what I'm most thankful for are my parents. They let me express my feelings and thoughts. And let me tell you, these thoughts that I have, they aren't very nice. Not right now. And I can't imagine the pain they go through when they hear me cry and scream that it is unfair to live in so much pain. So much and no explanation. No reason. Because why can I deal with my mind but not with my body? What am I doing wrong? What more can I even do? Am I just hopeless? I'm so happy that I can talk to my parents and that they let me talk and they listen to me and take me out of the house and ask me what I need. And if I don't know what I need, they just wait until I come up with an idea. And that idea can be great or not so great. But then we know that for the next time. They are the greatest parents I can imagine. This day of depression is where I just accept that it is here. And I know why the depression is here. I know what triggered it. And I know that I just have to keep moving, to stay busy, doing all the things I love, which is reading, painting, and sometimes a little cozy gaming. I am just focusing on my routine that I have made, even when the energy is low. If I at least do the main things and find something to do that is not bed rotting, I feel like I made a bad day still a somewhat good day. If you want some tips, in the description I'll write some of the things that have helped me. Maybe it helped you, maybe it won't. That's for you to figure out. I do hope that you're having a somewhat good day.